when you're hugging your son and your wife and you say, I love you, and you don't know if that's like the last time you're ever going to say those things. You don't know.
Hundreds of people waking up without power. As a matter of fact, the latest number 200, that coming in just at the top of the 7 o'clock hour here, without power after a rare EF2 tornado hits Cape Coral. This aerial video is showing the damage from Saturday's storm. Fox 4 Rising has team coverage of the storm and the damage as you wake up with us on this Monday. Let's start with Rising's Kelli Dame, who's live on Beach Parkway. Kelli, what are you seeing this morning? What are people waking up to? Good morning.
Miriam, good morning. People are waking up to a lot of damage still. And, you know, you updated us with those numbers from LCEC. I am not surprised seeing the work that has been done overnight. We've been seeing a lot of trucks moving through the area trying to restore power. In fact, right here, this power pole brand new this morning on Beach Parkway to help restore power to those customers. It was 800 throughout the morning. Again, now been reduced to 200. Also new this morning, the rebuilding continues. I've seen a lot of trucks driving by. In fact, one roofing, driving around looking for maybe any new work that they may be getting out of this. There also, in case you are looking for some help, there are some numbers that are going online today. I'll talk about those in just a second for those needing help with that rebuild. But if you don't live in this area, you're still encouraged to stay away from the neighborhood if you can. I have seen several police cars driving by throughout the morning, dozens of them really checking on things and making sure nothing more is happening to these 200 homes that are already damaged there. So I do want to get to those numbers that I brought to you. Those numbers, first of all, if you have any questions, you can call the Citizen Action Center. That's 239-574-0425. Now, there is a new line that's going to open starting this morning at 9 for the rebuilding process. Getting permits for community development, that number 574-0551. Also on this screen here, you're seeing some tips just to stay safe if you are out in this area. Now, I want to come back out here live because it's just incredible as the sun starts to rise. You can see there's a sign down here on Beach Parkway. I already mentioned this brand new telephone pole, but it's like we're getting a 360-degree view right now of the damage. One home here, another home here, and it just continues on and on and on down Beach Parkway. Every single one of these homes has a story to tell, and that's where we want to bring in Fox 4 Rising's Malcolm Johnson with the very latest.
The roof got ripped off and is somewhere.
When Tim Slager says his roof is somewhere, he means it's here, across the street, ripped to shreds, surrounding his neighbor's car, which is also destroyed.
It's not what's lost that's hard. It's where do we go from here? What do we do?
Tim knew exactly what to do when the storm picked up.
We grab my wife and my son and we go into the closet.
This closet is where they sought shelter, and he tells me that they said their last goodbyes, not knowing whether they'd make it or not.
When you're hugging your son and your wife and you say, I love you, and you don't know if that's like the last time you're ever going to say those things. You don't know.
Most rooms in the house are beyond repair. The roof is gone. Water is still pouring in. White insulation covers their belongings. Sheets and blankets ripped from the bed, moved to the bathroom.
And what's next is, you can't stop life, right? Like, life goes on. But, you know, we're going to have to figure out where we're going to stay, so we don't know.
While they survey the damage of everything they've lost, this family feels they've found something greater.
In that moment, you appreciate what you have.
A strengthened bond with each other that no storm can tear apart. Malcolm Johnson, Fox 4, in your corner.
And back out here live as the sun starts to rise. A beautiful sunrise this morning, shedding light on destruction here on Beach Parkway. You can see here's just another instance of all of that damage. And again, I do want to reiterate that we did just get news that now 200 customers are without power. That has come down from 800 that we were reporting earlier this morning. So that's definitely good news in the rebuilding process here in Cape Coral. Now, coming up a little bit later in the show, we're also going to have Fox 4 anchor Patrick Nolan. He's in another section of the city that's been hit pretty hard this morning. He'll have the latest from there. And we do also have a lot of pictures, a lot of other stories on our social media pages, as well as on our website, fox4now.com. But I do want to send it over to my colleagues, Miriam and Jamie, back in the studio. And guys, it's just hard to imagine where you see such beauty out here and hopefully a beautiful day weather-wise. as this debris just continues to litter Beach Parkway.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we can see that debris behind you scattered there, Kelly. And that's the thing about tornadoes. Some areas totally fine, not touched. The others, obviously, just riddled with destruction. As we turn to Jamie now for a look at today's forecast. Jamie, the magnitude of an EF2 tornado, break it down for us. We're talking about 100